Hey guys, it's time for the question of the week. This week's question comes from, actually, it comes from many different sources. I get asked this question a lot, and I actually see it a lot posted in various places. So I thought it'd be a good one to address today. And this question is, how can you guarantee through your coaching programs that my twin flame and I will be together if my twin flame has free will? What if my twin flame doesn't want or choose to be with me? Okay, so this is a really good thing to understand. This is a really good, sorry, it's like I got a call coming in. Excuse me. So anyway, this is a really good thing to understand about free will and the soul. So first of all, free will. Free will denotes that you are, I wish people would stop calling me. Free will denotes that it's through the mind, it's will, right? So you're choosing something through your mind. That's what free will denotes. And as human beings, we have a mind when we're incarnated here to choose through free will, to choose what we want, what we think we want through our minds. My programs and what the twin flame journey really is about is shifting from, being closer in resonance with your mind to being closer in resonance to your soul, to your true soul vibration, which of course is your twin flame because you are the same soul. But your soul is actually orchestrating everything. Whether or not you're on a twin flame journey, I mean, from the instant you're born, and even in between lifetimes, you're only your soul. Your soul is orchestrating everything. Your mind likes to think, and we've been conditioned to believe that we are our minds in very many different ways. And our minds like to think that they are in control, and that's why they like to figure things out logically and like try to make sense of things and think linearly, because that's just how the mind is, and it feels more in control that way. But it's all an illusion. We are not our minds, we are our souls. Our souls are more powerful than our minds. They transcend anything in the physical world. So our minds are not in control, our souls are in control. And so when you work through my coaching programs and my teachings in the twin flame journey, I teach you how to energetically shift. It's easy to say, energetically shift from a more physical, mental, energetic space to closer into your true soul vibration energy. And that is an energy of love, and it's all present. It's omnipresent. It's all powerful. And like I said, it's orchestrating, controlling everything in your life and out of it. So when you do that, when you become more resonant with your true soul vibration, it is a vibration, it's a frequency. And through the law of attraction, which is always occurring and going on, you don't have to consciously manifest things like The Secret says and stuff. You don't need to do that. The law of attraction is a universal law. It unlike human laws, it cannot be broken. It's always working. Just like, it can't stop working. Just like, like the law of gravity, for example, it just doesn't stop working one time, right? It's constantly working. And that's how everything and anything has ever come into your physical world, has been through the law of attraction. And what's been attracting it has been your soul. So your soul vibration is it's constant, it never changes, and it is you and your twin flame. So when you shift closer into that resonance, you are emitting that frequency out, into your world. And then of course, through law of attraction, you're attracting things, people, things, situations into your physical life that more closely match that vibration of your soul. Of course, this includes your twin flame, of course, because your twin flame is the only thing in the entire cosmos that matches exactly very closely, and in different ways, in different resonances and different frequencies. And usually these are more in tune with your true soul's passions, your purpose, all things that support those things will be coming in. More loving people into your life and relationships, as not just the twin flame, you know, as opposed to like more toxic relationships that you might deal with now. Things like of that nature. So that's why all areas of your life improve when you're doing this work in the twin flame journey, because you are magnetizing in things that are more closely in resonance with your true soul. Having said that, so you doing the work, you're shifting closer energetically into alignment with your true soul vibration. You are magnetizing in your twin flame. Your twin flame has to come in through the law of attraction, and your soul is bringing your twin flame in. Remember, you're the same soul. So even though it looks like in the physical world that you're two separate beings, you are not. You are the same soul. So, you know, your soul desires itself. I mean, that's the strongest thing it does have resonance with. It's the only thing that it has total resonance with is yourself. So of course it's going to magnetize in the twin flame. Now, what about the twin flame's free will? Where does that come from? Okay, so free will, like I said, is through the mind, right? It's a conscious thing. And so our mind is controlled by the part of our soul that tethers us to the physical world. And so your soul, even though it's a love energy, when it tethers you, when you're incarnated and you come into the physical world, the part of your soul that's within your body and your twin flame's body and everybody else's bodies, you know, it's a fear-based. It turns into more of a fear-based energy. And this energy controls your mind and your thoughts, and therefore your feelings. So when this energy with the twin flames, when it's activated, when you are in your twin flame journey, and you and your twin flame have what's called soul recognition, when your soul recognizes itself on the deepest subconscious level, you may not even know the moment this happens, but it does happen in a moment, in an instant. When your soul recognizes itself within the physical form of the twin flame, that's called soul recognition. And in that moment, that's when the two polarities, your push and your twin flame's pull, start building up. And at first that buildup feels that euphoria that you feel, like the whole honeymoon period of your relating experience, you know, where you're just so simpatico and you just, you know, feels like home and you have the best chemistry ever and you complete each other's sentences. And, you know, it just, you know, I don't have to describe it, just that amazing feeling you had during the honeymoon period with your twin flame. That's the buildup of the two polarities. And then they reach a certain point and they repel each other. They just repel. It's almost like an energetic wall goes up in between you and your twin flame's physical bodies. And so through the work and the balancing and the aligning, you're able to bring that wall down by neutralizing those two polarities that you are. And so what gets neutralized is the push and the pull. So you're no longer pushing, your twin flame is no longer pulling, and you're just there. And then your soul can bring you two together because the energetic field is clear for that. Now, the push energy, which would most likely be you if you're watching this video, of the twin flames, controls the mind of the push twin flame. And so that's why you have obsessive thoughts about your twin flame. You just can't stop thinking about them. Even if you try your hardest, it's so difficult to stop thinking about the twin flame, right? It's because the same push energy is controlling your mind, and it wants you to keep it. You know, its drug of choice, it's addictive too, and its drug of choice is the physical form of the twin flame. So that's all it wants to focus on. It's obsessed and it's addicted. And so, you know, that's why you can't stop thinking about the twin flame. And so while that's going on and you're the push energy, obsessed, your mind controlled and obsessed by wanting to be with the physical form of the twin flame, your twin flame is the pull energy. So in the same vein, the pull energy is controlling your twin flame's mind at this point. So, what that is, the pull energy is fearful, just like the push energy. Push energy has a fear that, oh my gosh, it's never going to be the twin flame again, right? Or it can't live without the twin flame, or whatever. That's the fear, focused on the twin flame. The pull's fear is that it's going to be with the twin flame. You know, like it's completely opposite. It feels like almost like a suffocated thing and doesn't want to even think about the twin flame anymore. That's why so many twin flames ghost, because they just, I mean, it's not really them doing it, it's the energy. Their energy is not allowing them to even think about their twin flame anymore. That's how it works. So that energy, the pull, is also controlling their mind. Remember, the mind denotes free will, but the soul is way more powerful than the mind. So when you balance out the push-pull energies, they're no longer controlling either twin flame's mind. And so the mind is neutral, and you're more in the soul resonance, and the soul brings the two twin flames together. So the free will isn't even an issue at that point, because the pull energy of the other twin flame is no longer controlling their mind. And so they are free to think about you and or their twin flame. And so free will kind of just goes out the window there, because your soul is way more powerful than anything that your mind could do or conceive of, or any will that you can come up with your mind. And also, again, the energy is not going to be controlling your mind anymore, so that regarding twin flame, so that you'll be able to think. I mean, you won't even be thinking really in your mind about your twin flame anymore. You'll both be in this state, this harmonious state of balanced energy. It's a shared energetic field, so that it's not even about the mind. It's just about a knowing of like a melding together of you two. It's really hard to explain, because there's nothing I can even use to compare it to. It defies the mind. The mind can't conceive of it, because there's no other relating experience physical in this world that you could have with anyone else, even remotely, like this, because this is the only relationship you can get to, and you need to get to this energetic space to physically relate with your twin flame on a permanent basis, without any of that fear-based energy in there. Everyone else you relate with, everyone else's fear-based energy is constantly dancing around with everyone else's fear-based energy. I mean, that's just how we're created. But when you do balance and you do get to be with your twin flame for good, there's no fear, there's none of that there. And so it's completely different experience than anything we're used to in relating with anyone else. And it's beautiful, and it's sweet, and it's innocent, and it's tender, and it's just like, I mean, you just melt together, and you don't even need words, you don't need thoughts. So the mind is kind of like not even there. So this journey just defies will. Free will, meaning of the mind, it transcends it all. I mean, that's the beauty of the soul, and that's love. And so that's when they say love conquers all and is the strongest thing ever, because it is your soul. So anyway, I hope that kind of made sense or resonated with you guys. That is why this works and is guaranteed to work despite free will, because it transcends will. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Hope you learned something, and thank you so much for the questions. Please keep them coming. I know I said this last time, but I really am going to try to do more of these per week. This week just got a little hectic for me, but I will try to do more than one next week. Anyway, have a great weekend. Lots of love. Bye.